Bonjour! Bonjour, ça va? Hello friends. My name is Joy. I'm the owner of Sub Rosa Tea. We're a small company based in Northern Ohio and will ship anywhere in the United States. Friends, we've got over 100 flavors of loose leaf tea currently available, but right now in this particular video, I'm going to talk to you about our Springtime in Paris tea collection. 6 delicious teas. I know you're going to love them. We do have some new, we have some returning, and we have one that was even reformulated. So stick with me for the next couple of minutes. I'll tell you all about these really delicious loose leaf tea inspired by my love of French pastries and Paris in general. Friends, we are a really small company, so we would absolutely love your support. We will be running ads on social media. They say the word sponsored, so if you see one of our ads, if you could do me a solid favor and comment. Your comments will help our ads be shown to more people. So as a small business, we need every available tool in our arsenal. Right now, I'm actually going live via a broadcasting app onto our mobile shopping app. I'm using another camera to go live on social media, so lots of tech behind the scenes. I'm going to do my best. Bonjour, Miss Betty. How are you today? So let's see, what was I going to say? We have so many flavors of loose leaf tea, and what you're going to see is we sell them in multiple sizes. So we have a ½ ounce size, we call it the Try Me size. It makes 5 to 6 servings, and I know some of you are scrambling looking for last minute springtime gifts, and 6 of these teas easily fit into our large gift box. We sell the box separately. The gift box can be purchased, just the box. It comes with a honey stir spoon and 2 Biscoff cookies. So if you like one of our bundles, you can absolutely add the gift box to the complete order so the recipient receives it as a gift. Keeping in mind that some of our bundles, we already have them as gifts. Certain, like our Sleepy Time teas. Those seem to be really popular nowadays, and so does our allergy bundle. So if you find a bundle that's not already gift set, don't hesitate to buy both. You've got lots of options here. Our value size is the 2 ounce, and it makes about 20 to 25 servings of tea. We do also sell an 8 ounce bag that makes 100 servings of tea. Definitely a better value when you know exactly that you like the flavor, especially if you're sharing it with loved ones. Hi, Jennifer Marie. Thanks for joining us live. I appreciate it. Happy Sunday to you. Friends, I do go live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for next Sunday, which is Easter Sunday. So I won't be live next Sunday, but do make sure you join us again 2 weeks from now on April 7th, when I will be introducing to you our Fountain of Youth tea collection. Let's see. I want to make sure that everything is set up. It looks like it is. Hello to everyone watching live. I am going to pop in. Oh yes, so this particular collection has 6 flavors of tea. You're going to see that we do have a bundle, and it's available in 2 sizes, the Try Me size and the Value size. We also sell all of the tea individually, and I'm going to talk about them now. First up is our Parisian Chai, black tea. This is what it looks like here. Parisian Chai specifically is different because of the cardamom, those big green pods that you can see in the tea. It's because of the cardamom, it gives it a really creamy flavor. It is a spice. It is traditional in chai, but not every chai has the same ratio of blends. Chai in America is known as a spice blend. So when customers ask us, do we have chai? The answer is yes, we have many. So we have added our chai spice blend to black teas, green teas, white teas, caffeine-free teas. So chai is another word for tea, but in our case, in America, chai is a blend of spices. When you're in Europe and you ask for a cup of tea, or a cup of chai, that's exactly where you're going to get is a cup of tea, but it might not have any spices necessarily. So it is definitely different over there. I have been to Paris 5 times. It is where my husband proposed to me along the Seine River with the Eiffel Tower in the background and the setting sun. It was terribly romantic, but one of the most romantic things was him allowing me to be myself, to be the foodie that I am. I love exploring all the different kinds of flavors when I travel. And the cup of chai tea that I had in Paris during our engagement trip was very, very special. So I have recreated it for you, and it is in this collection. Last year, we sold it throughout the summer. It was really that popular. So I can't wait to see what you think about it. Even if you're not a traditional chai drinker, I would really love you to give this one a try. Now, personally, this tea is strong enough that you can definitely have it plain. Whether you like it hot or cold, it's going to be delicious. But chai is very specifically served as a latte, which means it's with steamed milk or steamed heavy whipping cream. So you got to give it a try both ways. Let me know what you think. This time of year, it really is delicious cold. It is fabulous. You can absolutely cold steep it. The Springtime in Paris tea collection has 2 black teas. So one is the Parisian chai, and the next one is a new blend. This is our Tarte Tatin. Our Tarte Tatin is a black tea, and it is based on my love of caramelized apple pies in France. Now here in America, I know you're all thinking, oh, I know what apple pie tastes like. In America, when we typically make an apple pie, it is made with sliced apples, and you put your sliced apples in a bowl, you sprinkle over your sugar, your spices, you toss. At some point, you're going to add cold butter, maybe, but also maybe not. Maybe the cold butter is just used for your pastry. In France, though, they make everything complicated. Everything has got more steps. That's just the French way. So here, what they're going to do is put their apples, their sliced apples, and their sugar, and their butter and spices into a saute pan and make sure that that sugar caramelizes before they put it into a light, flaky pastry. So let me tell you, this tea is absolutely fabulous. It does hit all of those great flavor notes. This is not your basic caramel and apple tea. I promise you, it is definitely a step above. And like I said, this one is new this year, and it is a black tea, which means it has approximately 60 milligrams of caffeine per 8-ounce cup. Next up is our Honey Pear Galette. Our Honey Pear Galette. So if you're not familiar with that, a galette is an open-faced pie, so it does have a flaky pie crust on the bottom, but normally the edges are just folded up, so the majority of your layered fruit is showing. So it's not as heavy as a pie that has a top and a bottom crust. So this is our Honey Pear Galette, and specifically what they have done here, yes, they're slicing their pears, but the flavor profile is that they typically always brush honey over the pastry crust, the crust, and the fruit. So there's a glaze of honey on top, and we have replicated that in this particular tea by using both honey and bee pollen. So nice and smooth with pear and vanilla. Again, this is a green tea, so it's naturally low in caffeine. Oh, and it's definitely excellent hot or cold. It has approximately 40 milligrams of caffeine. If you are going to steep it cold, put the tea leaves right into cold water into the fridge. It'll taste good just about right away, 5 to 10 minutes, but you could always leave it there a few hours or overnight. Next up is our Cherry Clafouti. This is a caffeine-free tea. Cherry clafouti. If you're not familiar with a clafouti, it is a dessert that always has fruit. My favorite is cherry, hence the tea. So after the fruit is cooked down, it is poured over a batter. Specifically, clafouti that I've always had always has almond notes to it. So we have used almond in this particular flavor. It is caffeine free. It is a rooibos based. Rooibos is known as the red tea. It's known to be good for headaches, inflammation, and insomnia. This is the perfect time of year to really celebrate the cherry. The springtime, those beautiful cherry trees are about to blossom. Well, not where I live anyway. It's quite cold still, but soon, right? We can dream of a cherry clafouti in Paris. Again, friends, none of the tea in this collection have any sugar. There's no carbs, no calories, and the next 3 teas are completely caffeine free, like this one. Next up is our Eclair, the Eclair tea. The Eclair has been reformulated. We had produced an Eclair tea last year that was a black tea. This one is better. Yes, I definitely think it is. If you're not familiar with a traditional Eclair, which is a French pastry, very similar to a cream puff that does have a nice flaky outer shell to it. It has a wonderful smooth creamy custard on the inside, and most often it is served with a chocolate ganache layer on the top. Our Eclair covers all of those flavor notes. So the cream puff shell, what I have done is I have used hazelnut flavor. So there's no nuts in this particular blend, but that hazelnut flavor really emulates how smooth and wonderful that shell is. Of course, we have wonderful cream and vanilla notes in this tea to emulate the inside, the creamy pudding on the inside, and of course, I've used just a little bit of chocolate and cocoa in this tea blend. I think you are going to love it. It is so smooth and decadent. Again, completely caffeine free, the Eclair. Next up is our blueberry lemon scone. Ooh, let me pull this for you, the blueberry lemon scone. This one is our 3rd caffeine-free tea in the Springtime in Paris collection. Now, a scone specifically is certainly not a donut, but definitely flour-based, definitely something that you would bake. And a scone is one of those very neutral bases that you can add just about anything to. But I was thinking, again, springtime in Paris, I wanted to add as much fruit as possible to this collection to really celebrate the seasonal fruit that is known to be common in that region this time of year. So blueberry lemon scone made perfect sense. So this does have just a little bit of spice to it, a little tiny bit of cinnamon in the background, but it really just makes the blueberry and the lemon pop. So again, this is a completely caffeine-free tea. Now, the 3 caffeine-free teas, my personal preference is to steep them hot. You don't have to you don't have to drink them hot, but my preference is to steep them hot. I think you will get the most flavor out of the 3 teas if you steep them hot, and you'll definitely get more of the health benefits. The cherry clafouti and the blueberry lemon scone have rooibos in them, so lots of health benefits, especially for inflammation. And the Eclair has a decaf Ceylon in it. So our Ceylon teas have gone through a decaffeinated process using CO2, so there's no chemicals involved, to remove the caffeine from the tea leaf. But if you didn't know, a Ceylon tea leaf specifically has a lot of L-theanine. So I wanted to make sure that you got all of those great health benefits, but without the caffeine. Eclair is one of those fabulous things. I love this collection because it encompasses so many different flavor profiles. It's not all fruit, even though several of them do have fabulous fruits in them. It is just a really wonderful collection. Oh yes, at the top of the video, I did mention our gift box sets. We do sell the gift box set with a honey stir spoon and 2 Biscoff cookies that you can add to your cart to any one of our 6 bundles. I think I could get about 9. So if I see that that's in your cart, like a bundle plus maybe 3 or 4 extra, they'll all fit into this large gift box. We do sell smaller ones as well, but of course, less tea. Since I'm talking about the Springtime in Paris collection, I also wanted to bring up our creme brulee. Our creme brulee tea, we introduced this years ago, but it's been really popular for a really long time. And honestly, I wanted this collection to be, and I can't not have a creme brulee in this collection, but we've had it for years, and I really wanted to introduce some new flavors. So creme brulee, definitely still available. It's available all year. It is one of our best-selling green teas. I don't want you to think it's gone anywhere just because it's not actually part of the discounted bundle. This green tea, if you're not familiar with creme brulee, it definitely has a nice, creamy, sweet texture to it, but there's always the caramelized sugar on top, which is typically achieved by a torch, a kitchen torch, that you're caramelizing the sugar right into the creme brulee vessel. So it's almost like eating pudding with a crunchy top on it. So a lot about texture, but it really has a specific taste to it, which I think I've achieved in this tea. Again, creme brulee is a green tea, so low in caffeine, perfect hot or cold. If you haven't been around for a while, I also wanted to make sure that you knew we do still have our Spring into Easter bundle. We introduced that 2 weeks ago. And our Spring into Easter bundle does have a lot of really seasonal, iconic flavors in it. Hot cross buns, the caramel Easter egg, the poppy seed roll. Mango Rose is a tea that we've had before and we're bringing back because it was ever so popular. Our jelly beans, everyone seems to really love the jelly beans tea. It's very similar to eating a whole handful of seasonal, just fabulous fruit flavored jelly beans. It has orange and mango and strawberry and cherry. It's really fun. It's just delicious and bright, like I said, and seasonal. And I know I've got my customers who love floral teas. Between you and me, it's not all my customers. So if it's not you, I totally understand. But if it is you here at Sub Rosa Tea, you want to stock up now in the springtime. That's when we have the majority of our spring floral teas. Our floral tasting teas are available now in the spring, so you'd want to stock up. One of them this year that is a part of the Spring into Easter collection is Eternal Spring. So it does have flowers, but I wouldn't say it's overly floral in taste, but it does have jasmine, rose, and chamomile. So nice and smooth, really, really super low in caffeine, very popular. We've had it for years. Now is the time. All of the tea that I talked about today specifically will not be available forever. Okay, just so you know that the ones in today's video are limited edition. So that's the web page that you can find them on, our limited edition page, and that we will only have them for a short period of time. Hey there, Miss Lori. Thanks for joining us live. I appreciate it. Lori says that the cherry chip white cake from a previous collection is amazing and that she also loves our creme brulee. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's always nice when our longtime customers pop back into a live. I love your glowing reviews. I really appreciate it. I know we all have our favorites, but this is definitely one that is so close to my heart. I love Paris. I love all the fabulous flavors of Paris, and now is the time to celebrate it in spring. I know a fair amount of you might have Paris on your minds this summer because of the Olympics. Obviously, we're not associated with that in any way, but the City of Love is definitely dear and sweet to me, and all of the fun, fabulous flavors that are represented in this particular tea collection. With that, friends, I'm going to sign off. I want to say thank you so much for watching live. I really, really do appreciate it. No matter what you do with the rest of your day, have yourself a cup of tea and take care of you. Bye-bye, friends.